The second day and the final day of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly session just began, and now we are post-lunch. But then in the first session, the first hour, morning hours, the first item that was discussed was about the National Highway 29 Dimapur to Kohima, or vice versa, and where Achumbemo Kikon, MLA, questioned the National Highways PWD Minister, who is also the Deputy Chief Minister, Tia Ziliang, on the condition of this particular highway, this infamous highway that has been very controversial in the past few years. Now, the NHIDCL, the agency that has got the contract to do the works on the National Highway 29, has given many excuses, especially last year when in a devastating incident where 2 people died, and then they have questioned the government yet not given a straight answer. But today, Nippu Rio, the Chief Minister, has accepted and admitted that the work done on the highway is not up to the mark, and that the NHIDCL has made commitments to him many times but failed miserably in keeping those commitments, as well as constructing a proper highway. Now, after this, we had spoken to Achumbemo Kikon, where he said he's not satisfied with the answers given in the August House. Let's have a look. So, you were very vocal about the National Highway 29, Kohima Dimapur Road, and you had asked the question, were you satisfied with the answers, considering that Chief Minister Rio also said that they have already, filed a crime case against the NHIDCL. So, would you like to say anything on that?
Well, yes, I'm happy that the Honorable Chief Minister has also intervened. Of course, the question was directed towards Deputy CM in charge of National Highway, but because of his concern, he has also intervened. I'm very happy with that. But to be brutally frank, I'm not satisfied with the answer given to me. This national, what is called NHIDCL,
Yes.
the way they are executing the work, it is not up to the mark. It is not within that specification. The workmanship is horrible. If you have seen how Chief Minister also expressed his unhappiness, how the retaining walls are being falling down, after completing. We cannot always blame nature. When your workmanship, when they in their answer, they have also said there is the planning itself is not very good. So they have admitted, and more is on the completion. I'm particularly serious on this. That the reply say that likely to be finished by 31st of this year, 2024. How can we say that it will be likely? It has to be. It has to be. And it ought to be, because they have extended from 22 to 24.
Correct. No, sir, the NHIDCL, when the first rockfall happened last year in July, and 2 people died,
Yes.
and they had said that the government of Nagaland is not providing any alternate route to do their work for the highway, for alternate route Dimapur to Kohima. So the government has not responded to that allegations. Would you like to say anything on that? The NHIDCL had commented saying that the government of Nagaland did not provide an alternate route, which could be the Zadima Newland
No.
Road. Which
See,
would be-
no. That is a very wrong way of evading their responsibility. There is a provision that while the 4-laning is going on, there has to be also a maintenance, because you cannot stop the vehicle because of the construction. And there is already a provision for that budget. How can they throw the blame on the government that, look, give us an alternative road? No, there is an extra money for that. There is a specific money for maintenance of the road. Even while the construction is going on, the vehicle has to ply. So therefore, that kind of passing the buck to the government by the NHIDCL, it is totally wrong, misleading the public as if Naga people are ignorant. No, they cannot fool us anymore.
But what about the center? Are they fooling the center as well in regard to this under the ministry?
Of course, it appears so. And unfortunately, Delhi is too far for us. So instead of listening to the Nagaland government, they listen to their companies.
Yes.
This is the problem with us.
So the completion of the certificate has also issued that you have mentioned in the
Correct.
session. So
Yes.
what you said on that?
That's what I have questioned the government. That how can the package 2, they say, the completion certificate has been already issued. On what basis? Now, you people, all of us, we shuttle almost every day. Dimapur, Kohima is like a one city now. So people go down in the morning, come back in the evening, do their work. Dimapur people come to Kohima, do their work, finish their work, go back. No, that day itself. So we have seen there is no semblance of completion of the work.
Yes.
How can they issue a completion certificate, and therefore government has to go deep into it, and they have to properly execute what is left undone.
The NHIDCL has claimed that 98% is complete, and the government of Nagaland is saying by December 31st. Do you think this is again just misleading the public? Is it going to happen?
Absolutely, and therefore I am totally, angry with this, and government of the day has to, reinforce. It has to exert more pressure on this NHIDCL and ensure that it is completed by 31st of this year, December this year, as already communicated through the Deputy CM in charge of National Highway.
Last question, sir. Chief Minister Rio today in the August House said that the NHIDCL has committed to him on many occasions but failed miserably again in many occasions. He stated that clearly. Now, why do you think the government and the Chief Minister is giving them so many chances? What could be the factors for this?
See, I'll tell you. That is what I have raised if you are listening inside the house.
Yes.
It is like our advisors who have been given assignment in the government, but they have no authority to answer to the questions because they are just advisor to CM. It is like that our deputy CM in charge of national highways was also answering an answer collected from the National Highway Authority, which it should not be. So my point is the chain of command.
Right.
Who is in command? Therefore, Nagaland government, especially the minister in charge of national highways, should have an authority to control over this NHIDCL, but not by the Delhi authority, so that there will be accountability and the chain of command will be there. We will fix responsibility on our minister in charge of national highway. Unless that modality is worked out, unless that policy is worked out, the national highway minister in charge of national highway cannot give us an answer which we are looking for.
Okay. Now you have heard the MLA Achumbemo Kikon from the opposition. I would say that he has raised the question and said that he is not happy with the answers of the National Highways PWD Minister, who is also the Deputy Chief Minister, T.R. Ziliang. And we did catch up with the concerned minister, T.R. Ziliang, who is also the Deputy Chief Minister, and we asked him that yes, the MLA Achumbemo Kikon has also said that he's unsatisfied with the answer. Let's hear what the response that T.R. Ziliang had to give. Regarding the National Highway 29, sir, today Achumbemo Kikon, the MLA, was very vocal about it, and even the Chief Minister Nipurio has admitted and said that yes, the NHIDCL has not really done their job properly. So, sir, right now we just spoke to Achumbemo Kikon. He did say that he's not satisfied with your answer, and the people will not be satisfied with what you had given in the August House. Can you please explain that, sir?
No, that's why I've explained in the House. See, whatever information they have sought, that information given by the NHIDCL, we are just laying in the House and relay the information. Otherwise, we are not directly involved. State government is not directly involved in allotment of work and supervision of the work or payment against any kind of bill that National Highway that executed by this NHIDCL. So they are solely responsible. But the information, whatever they supply to us, so that we are only giving the information to the House. So any further inquiry or any further information required, that we have to call them, we have to discuss with them. But he is also right that people should not suffer if they have taken the proper measure, safety measure from beginning. That is why members are not satisfied, people are not satisfied. So government is also shouting at them, and we have already conveyed 20 times that they are not doing it proper way, as per the guideline or as per the DPR. So we have to bring corrective measure, and further consultation is necessary.
So a committee was formed last year after the rockfall incident where 2 people died, and there was a meeting at the police complex in Khm-Dmp, and so many commitments were made as well from the government of Nagaland, the NHIDCL, for example, a very small one, putting the contractor's name on the highways, all these things. So how far are we along with that?
No, that is why after the meeting in Khm-Dmp, we have directed them to constitute a committee. So they have invited specialists from IIT, Bombay, and IIT from Guwahati also. Constituted the committee, expert committee. So expert committee is examining on the ground. But now they cannot do the work. They have to examine, they have to study the soil of the various locations, and then they'll prepare the estimate, and then they have to start the work by end of this year. I mean the working season, once the working season start. Otherwise, in this rainy season, they can study, but they cannot start the work. So people continue to suffer. But as I said, we have constructed bypass, but because of landowners' problem, it could not be true for a few kilometers. That's why people continue to suffer. So somewhere down the line, people are disturbing. Somewhere contractors are not complying with the instruction given by NH-29. And somewhere NH-29 are also not serious for implementation of this works in time. So that's how we are suffering. But let's hope in future that they will take up the matter. Since we have invited the expert team, they'll bring out a solution. That is what we expect.
All right. Thank you so much. Highway 29 also concerned with the Roads and Bridges Department, the construction that is happening right now on National Highway 29.
It is not. It is not, but we are all concerned. Because it's a collective responsibility. So we are trying to make it through within a short while, but we have to decide, we have to contact the contractors and the NHDIC. So you expect all of us will collectively involve and get through the roads.
Okay, what about the
Not
maintenance?
a question of R&B alone,
And what
but
about-
it is our collective responsibility.
Right, sir. And what about the maintenance of all the bridges that are there
Yeah.
right now, especially on the national highways?
Yeah, we are looking for it. We are doing it. It will come and it will happen. Which have to be advanced, we are advanced. We are maintaining.
Thank you, sir.